is constantly flowing through this body back wherever it has to go. Each one of us is our celestial beings. Each one of us is celestial in nature. We're just like the star, just like the moon, just like Mother Nature. We are all part of that. We are celestial beings, but we just do not have that level of awareness. That's all it is. Once that level of awareness comes in, things change. So, we'll go back to retrospection, introspection and all those things once again, because that's important. That's the core. And for those of us who are new, I'll go through that very quickly again. So this was the saltiness. This is me. I cannot dump this whole glass of water and fill in a fresh glass of water and say I'm going to be good from now on. The only way for this dilution to happen, the saltiness to go away, is when the pure consciousness, the pure energy that flows, once we are aware of that, what happens is when it starts to flow through this body of mine, and it starts to flow, that saltiness, the concentration of salt in my body starts to go down. Yes? All of us agree to that? All of us, yes? This is our own experience. I become less and less saltier, less and less saltier, less and less saltier. And the day comes when all that saltiness goes away. So on the path of spirituality, being spiritual means not sitting before and praying for 100 hours and things like that. Nothing like that. Spiritual is when you start to seek, when you start to khojna chalu hota hai. When you start to seek, what is my relationship with the divine? What is my role? Who am I? Why am I born here? When that fire within us starts to burn, at that point you become spiritual in nature and you kind of transcend all boundaries. You transcend the limitations of religion, you transcend the limitations of do's and don'ts. You transcend, all the boundaries starts to fall apart, because now you are a very hungry, thirsty individual who is on this quest for the divine connection, the connection that's happening. Often you will notice, and we have seen this when you read the various stories of the saints that have been born in India and otherwise in various parts of the world, they will always get taunted. They'll say, oh, you're so great. The society, the same religious people will taunt. Jesus Christ was taunted. We've seen so many saints within India that have been taunted. They will be poked upon. Your mind will also taunt you at times, because when you're on this path, you do not know where you're going. You do not have any milestones in front of you. It's an uncharted territory. You don't know which path it is, but you're going. So sometimes doubts will come within your own mind. Whether am I, and then sometimes you will have a feeling of I am holier than thou. Sometimes the other people on the outside will come and taunt you and say, oh, what do you think? You are great. Are you so great? On this path of spirituality, when you're seeking. All along, as long as you acknowledge that I'm having the saltiness within myself and that the divine energy is going to be flowing through me, one will be in good shape. Constantly. And now let's go back to where we were. We were talking about the aspects of, that Bhagwan, when I talk to him, he gives me sometimes he does not give what I want, and so I become angry. And the need for, why do I need to do prayer? Why do I have to be in a prayerful mode? When you do your retrospection of your own individual life, of the past, you will very soon realize that there are ups and downs in your life that has happened, and each of the up had a reason for certain things to have happened, certain down which you thought were negative in nature, if they had not, those things had not happened, the positives would not have happened in your life. And it's just a cycle of ups and downs in life, that's all. And then you will very soon you will realize there is no up, there is no down. It is just my limited frame of mind at that time. I did not know what was in the future that made me assign a good or a bad quality to that particular event. When you do that retrospection and you come to yourself to a firm conclusion that there are no ups and downs in lives, at that point you'll settle yourself. Your mind will automatically get settled. Whatever happens, happens. We don't know why. We don't know for good or for bad. The good and the bad will automatically fall apart. Your mind will become still, automatically. It's a practice that will happen. It will take at least 8 to 10 months initially, and then constantly, because there are a lot of questions and answers that you will have, why certain things happen in your life, which you will not be able to answer now. But then in due course of time, all those questions will get answered. Why certain things happen, why certain things didn't happen. All those connections you will start to make. It's a journey, lifelong journey that you will be on. And then you will realize at that point that the divine energy is neutral. It does not take any side with anybody. Sometimes when we get it or we do not get it, it is just because of our past karma. That's all it is. Then why do we need to pray? There is one good saying in Hindi. Sant samagam hari bhakti do दुर्लभ होए सुत धारा और संपत्ति पापी के भी होए. सुत धारा और संपत्ति. Sut means your progeny. Dhara generally refers to wife, but your spouse. Sampatti, all the wealth. Papi ke bhi hoye. Papi means that who is considered an unholy person, who is indulging in all the so-called negative aspects, negative tendencies in this world. He or she enjoys all those three, but does not enjoy Sant Samagam or Hari Bhakti. Sant Samagam is the congregation of like-minded people who are on the spiritual path. Hari Bhakti, that engagement with the divine energy. Those two things are very difficult to combine. Suppose I pray here the whole night and I pray to the divine, tomorrow let the sun rise from the west. Is that going to happen? Not going to happen. If I have to be getting up in the morning, if I want to look at the beautiful sunrise or the sunset, I have to take the pain to get up early in the morning, be at a particular place, to be able to look at the beautiful sunrise that's going to happen. If I get up at 10 a.m., I cannot see that beautiful sunrise. Why we do prayer? We want to do prayers because we want to be and experience that divine energy. That energy that flows in all of us. For us to talk, for us to move, for us to eat, we need energy. That energy is divine because it helps us, enables us to do so many great things in this world. That divine energy, if I have to be fully engaged with, I have to be aware of that energy. If I have to feel the warmthness of the bonfire, I cannot sit 100 feet away from that and see, I want to experience that warmthness. I have to be near that